Hello, Dmitrii.
Hello, Marian. Thank you very much for a nice introduction. Colleagues, it's my pleasure to welcome you at the second International Coaching Conference 2018 with the topic Cross-Cultural Coaching, Challenges and Opportunities. So, it's our second conference and I would like, of course, to suggest you to participate in our conference, to ask your questions in a chat box and QA box, and of course be active and practice English and meeting a lot of famous coaches worldwide. So I want to get to know you a little bit better. So you can see some basic information about myself on the screen. Please write in our chat box. So the first question, please put a plus if you attended our conference last year, and minus if it's your first time today, and please just write your city you come from. So, and meanwhile, you can read information about myself so on the screen. So, a lot of minuses: Klaipėda, Moscow, Baku, Tyumen, Kaliningrad, Moscow, Augsburg, Germany, plus St. Petersburg, Helsinki, Vladivostok. So, and please, colleagues, plus or minus if it's your second conference this time. Okay, Volgograd, Kiev, Moscow, Nizhny Novgorod, Vienna, Perm, Russia, Istanbul. Okay, first conference for Irina. Okay, born in Kazakhstan, live in Berlin. Okay, Novosibirsk, St. Petersburg. Okay, guys, so many cities, so it's a truly international conference. We have international speakers and we have international audience from different cities and countries. And I see a lot of minuses. It means for most of you, it's your first international conference with us. Okay, it's my pleasure. You have joined us today. And I would like, so I'm going to have only 15 minutes to tell you about myself, about my personal story in cross-culture coaching. And yes, so I don't want to repeat information you can see on the slide. So I want to tell you maybe about my path to cross-culture coaching. So, and of course, colleagues, you can ask your questions during my conversation, my speech. You can write your questions in a chat box, or it's better to use Q&A. So, like Maria said, yeah, Q&A box. So, till 2014, I was a traditional teacher, language teacher, and I taught English, Spanish, and German at different universities. First in Irkutsk, my hometown, then in Moscow. And I worked as a translator, I worked in private language schools, and I gave personal classes, private classes. So, and till 2014. In 2014, I found out about coaching and I started my training at International Coaching Academy in Moscow with Svetlana Chumakova, MCC coach, and it was my turning point in my career, in my life. So I realized, yes, it's this direction I want to follow and to do in my further steps, in my further projects. So I can tell you that my life was divided. So till 2014 and after. Okay, so I started to use a coaching approach in teaching and learning languages, and I thought about working worldwide, so to coach different people in different countries. So 2015, I made the next step. So I had certification at the ICF Global and I got ACC credential. So I was sure, yes, I can do that. And I started to coach people from different countries. So as you can see, so I have been working with people from Germany, Spain, France, Italy, Argentina, Poland, and Brazil. So now I have unique chance to do coaching in several languages, in English, German, and Spanish. And it's a big pleasure for me. And of course, I grow with each session, I grow as a cross-culture coach. And in 2016, so I had 1 year experience doing coaching with different nations. I decided to create a program for Russian-speaking coaches. So I started the program English for Professional Coaches. Yeah, it was in 2016. I started to teach Russian-speaking coaches how to do coaching in English. And of course, it was only the first project in cross-culture coaching. So as you can see, I started several projects more. So it's English Coaching Club and English Coaching Week. And I hope some of you have visited my events and enjoyed and practiced English. So I hope so. And in 2017, it was last year, I decided to have next certification at the ICF, and I got PCC credential, so Professional Certified Coach. And as I mentioned before, last year it was the first international coaching conference in February, the same date, so it was just 1 day on the 10th of February. Yeah, and of course it was nice experience to meet a lot of people, to invite foreign worldwide famous coaches to our conference, and to organize 1 full day full of practice in English and getting new knowledge, useful knowledge in coaching. So, and at the end of last year, I decided to upgrade my program English for Professional Coaches, and I started the program English for Cross-Culture Coaches. So I added 1 more new module, and it's really cross-culture coaching. Yeah. Okay, colleagues, if you have any questions about my path in cross-culture coaching, you are welcome to ask your questions in a Q&A box or in a chat. Okay, I can see 1 question from Elena. So what is English Coaching Club and where it is conducted? Okay, Elena, English Coaching Club, so these are meetings. Usually it's 1 a month, and it's conducted via Zoom, and you can find information on Facebook or in our group. I hope all of you joined my page on Facebook, so English for Professional Coaches, and there you can find all information about our events connected with coaching in English. How long does the program for coaches last? So Ekaterina, the program has 6 modules, and now I don't want to talk fully and detailed about my program. You can contact me, or you can find this information on Facebook. So 6 modules, and each module lasts 3 months. Okay, what does it mean for you, cross-culture coach? So Tatiana, it's a very interesting question. For me, cross-culture coach, it's a person who works with people from different backgrounds, from different cultures, not exactly countries, and in a native tongue or in a foreign language. Yeah, so you can do cross-culture coaching in Russian, working with people from Buryatia, Yakutia, for example. But in our case, we're talking about working and doing coaching in a foreign language, in our case, English, with people worldwide, with clients from different countries. Yeah. So I can see 1 more question. What's the main difference between coaching in English and Russian? So Vugar, thank you for your question. So for me, the main difference, of course, it's language. It's language. So the main difference for me, language, and people are different. So my recommendation from my experience, you should learn a little bit culture of your coaching clients. So if you have a new client from, let's say, Brazil, you should read a little bit about Brazilian culture, about habits, some differences, peculiarities. You should be prepared a little bit about some things you can face working with your client. Yeah, so you should know culture. For me, culture is very important, to know a little bit culture of your new client from a different country, from a new country. Yeah. Okay, how do you promote your services to international clients? Okay, Nikolai, it's a good question. So I'm registered on several programs on Facebook, Interpulse, Instagram. Okay, so I will tell you more detailed in our next meetings, I hope. Yeah. So please use all websites, social networks, and you can promote yourself writing in English. Please write posts in English. Yeah. LinkedIn, for example. Yeah. It's a wonderful resource. YouTube. You can make videos in English on YouTube, and they will be available for all over the world. Yeah. Okay, colleagues, we need to move to the next slide. So, and as I said to you, it's our second conference, and it's my pleasure to be with you this time 2 days. So on this slide, you can see how our project, how our conference is growing. So this time, 2018, we prepared for you 2 days with wonderful speakers. So now we have 14 speakers, and of course, our stars, 5 MCC speakers from different countries, and it's wonderful. And of course, MCC, PCC, and NCC speakers are the main part of our program and of our conference. Yeah. This time we have more partners. We have eight partners, and it's a pleasure to work with partners and help each other to promote our professional coaching according to the ICF standards. And as for applications for this conference, last year we had 250. This time we had 345. It means, yeah, so 100, almost 100 applications more for this conference. And it's great. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm really happy that more and more coaches have interest in English and in coaching in English. So, and it's my big pleasure to introduce you my global mission. So, of course, I have my mission, and my mission as a professional coach and linguist is to create and maintain our professional community of coaches in Russian-speaking countries who are fluent and enjoy using English in their career when working with people worldwide. So it's my mission, it's my passion, and I'm happy. I'm really happy to be with you and yeah, be useful for you. So it's my mission. And of course, I would like to introduce our partners to you. Our general partner is Project Coaching with Stars with Alexey Gonchar. So thank you, Alexey, for your great work, for organizing and preparing a lot of things and web page of our conference. And you helped me a lot with technical issues. Thank you very much. So, and our informational partners. This time we have 8. We have, 7 informational partners, and it's my pleasure. So, Coaching Center with Stanislav Greenberg, International Center for Professional Coaching with Olga Rybina, International Coaching Academy Maximum with Maxim Tsitkov, so Ericsson University with Anna Lebedeva, so International Coaching Academy with Svetlana Chumakova, so Novaterra with Yulia Chukhno, and Coaching in Education with Natalia Gulchevskaya. Partners, dear partners, thank you very much. I'm very grateful for you, for this help, and of course for promotion our conference and for your mails. And so it was great job. So great job was done. Thank you for that. I'm happy that we are together this time. Okay, and of course, I would like to say some words about organizing committee. This year, I'm not alone. So I'm not alone with Alexey. This time we have beautiful and wonderful professional organizing committee. So it's my pleasure to introduce you these people. So presenters of our conference, you know them already, Maria Nebitova and Alexander Grag. So speakers committee, Olga Raditeleva, Evgenia Sazonova, Karina Zaruba, Alex Stepanov, and Ekaterina Baskakova. Thank you very much for your work with speakers of our conference. Translation committee, Ekaterina Strozhevich, Ksenia Levina, and Esther Landa. Thank you for your nice and quality translation of all materials for our web page and for our conference in general. Thank you. And our partnership committee, Oksana Panina and Lilia Shurinok. Thank you for your work with our partners, and it's your result. This time we have 8 partners. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, it was short about our conference, and it's my pleasure to answer your questions. We still have 3 minutes till our first speaker. Please, if you have any questions, please let me know. So using Q&A box and chat.
Dmitrii, and while we're waiting for the questions, I want to remind everyone that if you have questions to the speakers, please write it in a Q&A chat box. Then we will see all the questions, because in the chart it could be a lot of interesting information more than questions.
Yeah, otherwise we can miss some questions in a general chat. Yeah. Okay. So we still have 2 minutes, and it will be my pleasure to answer 1 or 2 questions. Okay, good. If you don't have any questions, so you can ask them later. And now I'm officially opening our 2nd International Coaching Conference 2018. So enjoy it to the fullest.